Hi guys, just another quick upload today. I just wanted to share a little bit about um, understanding more about some of these symbols of Freemasonry, and I'm looking into it more myself to so I can recognize the patterns and things on here, and I see that a lot. It's not always in your face. Obnoxious. Sometimes the symbols are beauty, and depending on the person, channel on here. I mean, sometimes they're telegraphing symbols in a way that's palatable. But I've learned a lot through pop culture, and especially through music. And that's again another reason why I've revisited some of the music from that I used to listen to all the time. And I wanted to say that I learned a lot through the Beatles, their music, their album art. It's just kind of it's a plethora of all these symbols. And if you look at a lot of the footage, like video footage, photos and things from them, you can see that they were all involved in Freemasonry with all the signs that they were making, the gestures and stuff with their hands or bodies and whatnot, all kinds of things. So you learn a lot just through them. If you want to crash course in any of that, if you're not familiar with this stuff, I know probably most of you already are, but this really helped me a lot to quickly recognize this stuff. And you can still get it fooled. Like I said, a lot of times people can be very subtle in how they introduce these things, and they'll lie to you. I mean, verbally they'll tell you they're not into it, but then they'll telegraph it, on their channel constantly. So they're telling you, the black and white thing again. They want to reveal it on one level and conceal it on another. But I've learned a lot through the music of the Beatles, the music itself, the lyrics, a lot from Paul McCartney, who is a knight. He's been knighted, so that gives you an idea where he's at in the structure of Freemasonry and everything. And even some of his, album art when he was with Wings. I mean, there's everything about his album art. I mean, just there's always something there. It's very evident. Now, back in those days, when those things came out and the public wasn't really aware, they were really just indoctrinating the culture into this. This was the whole thing. I mean, it goes back to Tavistock, and all that. But they were, they were indoctrinating the public at large through this band and other bands and other media, but a lot of it was in the music. That music from that time period really revolutionized our culture, obviously, and brought us into all of us into a different awareness and consciousness. It really did. It elevated people into that knowledge, whether we liked it or not. And that's a whole nother topic because but anyway, I've learned a lot through them, and I still do. Actually, I still see things. And when I read lyrics and things, I can read between the lines, and just it's very interesting. And I'll also leave a couple links here to some Masonic articles and books and things that I found online that helped me see some of this stuff. A lot of this stuff's already talked about on here, but and I'm sure most people realize that are even listening to me probably already that how many people on YouTube are involved in this. So I'm just bringing the message, though, to help you avoid these people, to pray for these people, to help them get out of this. There's still time for them. I do believe, as I said, and I will continue to say, I know this to be true, that some of them are saved people. They once were, they haven't lost their salvation. That's what they call on the Lord. They believe they were saved by faith, in Jesus, and they have chosen a different path. They're blinded to it. Maybe they were seduced, blackmailed into it. There's all kinds of reasons why they may have, chosen this. A lot of times it's for monetary position and growth, careers and things like that. In fact, that's probably mostly the case, I would think. And I don't understand exactly why some of them have been elevated to this genre on YouTube. It's kind of humiliating experience too, I would think, for the ones that are truly born again. I would think they would struggle very deeply with this, and my heart really aches there for this situation. So I keep bringing it, up all the time. It's on my heart all the time, actually, because I realize that there are people trapped in this that's Freemason system, Freemasonry system, and they may want out, and they feel that they cannot get out. And they can get out. There is ways. There's going to be protection for you when you do get out. You have to, though. You'll have to. It'll have to be given to you by God. I mean, but it'll be provided for you there. There's a way, and I know there is for all these people. I wouldn't speak this way if I didn't know that. And now, and I pray that people, again, just begin that process of getting out of these societies, now is the time to do this. It may take you a long time to get out of it. It may take you a while. You could just have to start distancing yourself from it somehow and pray about these things. The Lord will deliver you. You may feel like you have nobody else right now but the Lord, just no one you can confide in, maybe, and maybe you think that the only peace you can have right now is by placating, your handler in Freemasonry. But my heart breaks for this situation. But and I'm very concerned about what goes on here on YouTube, because these people try to, the Freemasons will try to get the true abiding Christian away from the truth, and they will hurt you, seduce you in the process. They can kick you to the curb, abandon you, and once that process has begun and they've done that, then what happens is they'll send some people in to love bomb you, to rescue you, and these people are worse than the first, and they're really going to hurt and beat you up. And then what happens is oftentimes your brain can't handle that pressure, and you crash. And you either walk away from the Lord for a while, you walk away from fellowship with other people, and you can give up hope. And someone that's new to the faith can be very damaged by this. This is very, very abusive, what they do. And a lot of these people, though, you have to remember that they are being abused themselves and threatened. And God only knows what is going on. I don't know. I'm not a part of any kind of secret society, so I don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. I can just imagine, though, if you have a channel in here of any prominence, and on the one hand you love the Lord Jesus and want to obey and follow him and serve him, and on the other you're serving someone, you're serving man in some aspect, and your brotherhood or sisterhood that you've yoked up with there, that's in the occult. And I just can't imagine the humiliation. And sometimes I look at some of these channels on here, and there's one woman on here. She has a lot of subscribers. She's very well known. I'm not going to say her name, because I feel sorry for her, actually. She's probably got 60, 70, 80, 90,000, I don't know how many subscribers. Every once in a while she pops up, though, when I sign out of YouTube, or she'll pop up somewhere, I'll see her face, and I look in her eyes at the thumbnail there, and it just looks like she looks so sad, and she looks angry, sort of, and desperate, and just caged in. And I see that look, and I'm like, she's in she's in Freemasonry really bad. She wants out. She's doing this to appease and to obey her handlers, and it hurts, to see that look in her eyes. And she benefits from being on here monetarily quite a bit, but you can tell to her it's not really worth it. Whatever she's going through, it just looks horrible in her eyes. And she's an attractive woman. She's, I think she's probably not even 40 years old. Maybe she's 40-ish. I don't know. She's not that old. It's very sad, very sad. And so, and she gives some of her, she's another one that gives some of the signs on her channel. She's signals and signs that she's involved in this, So it's just widespread and so in your face on here. You almost become dead to it. They sort of want you to. They want you to get so desensitized to it that you don't even really notice it, and you're just on autopilot, just soaking it in and absorbing it, and completely being entranced by it and brainwashed by it and seduced by it, and it's awful, So we want to stay pure from that, and be aware of these things, and always, ask for more, knowledge, wisdom, understanding of these things, and all that. So, all right, well, that's all I'm going to say today. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.